Yeah, let's get this bracket.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be brought out by their QB, the former number 10 overall pick in the draft from Texas Tech, Patrick Mahomes.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Play fake here on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after try forthcoming. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Let's try to get a fumble, y'all.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, the former Houston Cougar, Case Keenum.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They go play action here on 1st down. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked in to what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
That should have been ours, man.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The Broncos send out their punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City.
One back.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he goes out of bounds
That's
across the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And now the Chiefs' offensive starters.
Spencer Ware is a quintessential one-cut runner. It's an offensive lineman's dream. He presses the line of scrimmage on every run and tends to carry the pile with him.
Second down following the run.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run again with Ware. Shrugs him off. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
I think Bradley Roby deserves this little bit of extra time just on him because, to me, he's the prototypical third corner in the NFL. Can play outside, can play inside, and what really illuminated his skills, Super Bowl 50, his blanket coverage of tight end Greg Olsen, the Carolina Panthers, matched up against him one-on-one most of the day and won most of those battles.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. They'll run it here with Hunt. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 19. So the Broncos coming out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On second down, here's Keenum. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it third down. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And now here's a carry heading left. He'll get 3 up to midfield. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 58 yards.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense, because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'll have to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
And he's brought down. And the numbers there for Demaryius Thomas last time out. 4 catches, 77 yards.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Off play action. Keenum. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's a matchup.
Whoa.
Maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation.
Out of
They may
bounds.
come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, just depending on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard Laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
That is wild.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
no, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can move.
Working from the gun, Keenum. And that is incomplete here.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Keenum to throw on second down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Justin Houston in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now Keenum on 3rd and goal. And pressure gets to him again. Jarvis Jenkins in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And McManus able to put it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
We're back out here and score on these suckers again.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Mahomes going to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. Oh, and now he bowls him over, and he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And it's 21-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Dude, I'll let you play the game. Give me a stick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we come, quarterback.
On play action, now Keenum. Thomas barreling ahead. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now here comes Kansas City. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Travis Kelsey, the 30, 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 88 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Second and goal from the one. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Spencer Ware, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly. Allowed him easy access to the end zone.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
You can do that when you're kicking what you mean.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a Spencer Ware touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped the pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Okay.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Let's go!
Mahomes now on 1st down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A gain of 39 that time. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Yeah, he's over there getting another one.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! 3-19!
Keenum now on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. So Keenum now out, and they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Kelly, throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, look at Thomas, wide open. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, it's Kelly. For the catch made, this is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. To throw, Kelly. And some room to maneuver. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On first and 10, Kelly. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. D. Ford in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the grab by Croft. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
He ain't getting no easy touchdown.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And McManus able to put it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Chiefs are simply running the show in the first half. They've controlled the game and are way out in front. The Broncos will have to make some adjustments before the second half gets underway. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. First and 10, Kelsey's by himself here, and this two-play drive goes for a touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead. Now first and 10, Mahomes able to hook up with a matchup nightmare, Tyreek Hill. And he caps off the 7-play drive with a score as they move out in front, 14-0. Chiefs lined up at the 23. The pass out of the gun will be completed. And he caps off the 7-play drive with a score. The Chiefs go up by 18. Broncos on 2nd and 7. There's going to be a fumble here. Following the forced fumble, Ware's going to look for a gap, and this two-play drive goes for a TD. That takes the lead up to 25. First and 10, Hill's the target on the quick pass, and this play goes for a score. The Chiefs with a commanding lead. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got this
rush coming, and he's taken down. D. Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here we go now. 3,
To throw on third down, Kelly. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They'll run now with Ware. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead standing.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Spencer Ware with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. That run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Kelly under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Justin Houston able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he's going to go down again. Reggie Ragland in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Now a 1st down throw, Kelly. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Kelly. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me. All right, here we go. Green 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that run wasn't very successful. They did have a big one on the previous play. So you get the sense that the offense is probing around, trying to find the ones that are going to work. And when they find them, they'll keep coming back to them.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra, you know, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now Kelly, and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Watch tight, watch tight.
a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now they try the right side here. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Green 39! Green 39!
A play fake. Now Kelly. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there for a milestone sack as it moves in past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. And remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team. And he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Kelly throwing on first down. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. Jarvis Jenkins in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on 2nd. Here's Kelly. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. D. Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Kelly now throwing on 3rd and long. Going up top into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he works free. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Kelly throwing after the interception. Over the middle. It's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he comes back with one complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Broncos on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Kelly to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 10. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 23 yards on the play. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he steps away. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Set. Green, 39. Leopard.
Mahomes now on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. second down, here's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Mahomes now to throw, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Go my big pinky.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Mahomes going to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. To throw is Kelly on 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here's Kelly on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Play action, it's Kelly. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
When they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. To throw is Kelly. And the Chiefs are going to get him. D. Ford in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got him in. He finds Sanders. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it's a first down for the Broncos. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, Kelly. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Devontae Booker, the man he was trying to get it to. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Kelly throwing on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A 2nd down carry for Booker. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they drop their 7th game on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. A solo.